What up, guys? This is Casey Raw again, and today I want to show you something quite interesting. Today, I actually picked up another variant of a game. This game I love as a child as on the NES, and that is Punch Out. I got Mike Tyson's Punch Out complete in box. No, this is not the box I had as a child. I eventually bought the box later on. But the cart is the same one I had as a child. So, let's see if... I don't think I have everything. I think it's just the game. Let's just open it up. The box is in pretty damn good shape. It's actually in really good shape. More than I remembered. Let's see. There's my cart. And it looks like there's a manual in there too. I believe I don't have the letter from Mike Tyson in there. But it's like the black box manual. Sorry, it's really bright, but you can see Doc and Doc Lewis and Little Mac. I'm trying to see what's in there. You have his bio picture with his stats and his autograph that's been printed on right there. On here it says ranking world champion, record 31 wins, 0 losses, and 27 KOs. Place of origins is Catskill, New York. This is when he was 21 years old. Wow. And this, they showed off 4 of the opponents. They have Glass Joe, Von Kaiser, King Hippo, and Ball Bull. And like the other ones, they have a variant of this. So it says, including Piston Honda, Don Flamingo, Great Tiger, Mr. Sandman, Soda Popinski, and Super Macho Man. And facing... Are you tough enough to go to the top and face the world champion, Mike Tyson? I think at this time, Tyson wasn't the world champion at the time, but he was about to head off to be the champion. I'm shocked how nice the box is. There's a little wrinkle right there, but the rest of it's pretty good. I really need to get the letter from Mike Tyson to make it I believe that'll make it complete. And I'll show you guys how much this currently goes on the picture. So I'm trying to buy time and put it back in its box and then put it in its box protector. There's a local game store. Anytime you buy a box, a lot of times they'll put it in a box protector for you, and I've been holding a lot of them. A lot of times I'll get one and it'll probably be like a lower price game, and I'll put the box protector into the on a better game. So the next one is Punch Out, the one without Mike Tyson. And no, this is not just because Mike Tyson they didn't remove the Tyson name because of the rape. It was just the license ran out. Nintendo still wanted the print out Punch Out, and all they did is they made it just Punch Out, and they made it as Mr. Tyson was now a white man. Trying to get a good view of that. So Mr. Dream pretty much had Mike Tyson's body and everything. And he kind of almost looked like him. So this box is in really good shape too. Let's open it up. I did not grow up with this one. I bought this one later on. And this one has its manual too. And it's pretty much going to be the same thing. They have Doc Lewis and Little Mac right there. Then you go back and it shows his opponents again, and this time instead of Mike Tyson, it says defeat all opponents and then face to face with the legendary Mr. Dream in the Dream Fight. And that's what the cart looks like. And I'll show you guys what this version goes for. And putting this one back, I found out there was another variant of this Punch Out, apparently. At least the box. Not a huge difference. I just picked this one up today. This is Punch Out, the classic series. And it says the original, even though it wasn't the no, not really. This wasn't definitely not the original, because on the first Punch Out, Mr. Dream was the final was the champion, and this was the last guy was Mr. Dream on this one, but we'll talk about this one in a second. So this one, you can see it's definitely different. This one says Classic Series, and the rest of it's pretty much identical, except the windows, the screen windows are a little different, but the text is actually kind of different too. Yeah, the text on here is a little different. Actually, if you look on the back, the text is really kind of different. Yeah, there's a lot of difference on here. Trying to see if one came out. Okay, so this one, what I found out, this one was the one that came out right after Mike Tyson. Nintendo lost Mike Tyson's license, because this one came out in 1990. The copyright was 87. I believe that's the arcade copyright. So 1990, this version came out. And this was the re-release. This one came out in 1992. This probably the way more rare version, because during 1992 we were a year in for the Super Nintendo. So I paid $80 for this. I was happy. I had to look on my phone. Oh man, I was here when I got home, and I checked it. Looked at it. I think that's different. So I checked it on the phone, and I saw a Classic Series. That one didn't. It's like, oh, it's a variant. I love having variants, because it's kind of like how I have two Zeldas right here, but the box looks almost identical. It was just this one says revision A on the corner right there. Well, this one doesn't. And let's see, if I open this one up, this is probably the 5-screw. I mean, that's the only thing I could see on the picture. Not on the box. That's different. No, this is the one I grew up with the manual. Alright, let's see which year, if it tells if there's different year on this. Just because it had 1 year and the other, they both have 87. But I picked this one up because originally I picked it up because I wanted a better box than the one I have, because this one box is just mint. Didn't think there was a different variant except the gray cartridge. And then I open it up. You see it doesn't have those clips that normally has it. And then that's the 5-screw Zelda. With no, like I said, no clips. So I saw that, I was like, hold on. This is different. So it's cool to figure that out. So that's why I like variants like that. That's why I have 2 Zeldas. Now I have 2 Punch-Outs. Does almost the same. So that's cool about that. So before we had Punch-Out. Yeah, we had Punch-Out, the arcade game. And then you had Super Punch-Out. And then for the Famicom, first came out, it was a prize. So, some people get this a mistake. They think it was an actual golf tournament that some of the golf people won this. But no, what the real thing is, these, let me show you as a example. I'm not going to find the game, but they would have the Famicom disc game. It's blue, and it was the disc golf game. And if you when you're done, you can send your high score to a kiosk that would be faxed to Nintendo. And if you did it good enough, you would get this gold Famicom cartridge. And this is Punch-Out without Mike Tyson. And this precedes the other Punch-Outs minus the arcade games. So, yeah, this is pretty freaking cool to have in the collection. This is quite a bit expensive right here. This is extremely expensive. I got lucky to get this one. The only time I ever see this in the wild was at the Classic Game Junkie, and this went for $150 at the time. And I thought I would never see another one in my life, and actually in the wild never did since. I bought this one on eBay, so. It's awesome. It's like a mini NES cartridge, and it's gold. So, this is my favorite Famicom game. So, before we move on to the last one, I had to put that away. So, let's move on to the last one that is for the Famicom. It is Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. This was that, but with Mike Tyson, obviously. So, actually, I had this one before I had that gold one. So, it's pretty cool. Now I got so many versions of Punch-Out. And I'm not going to talk about the Power Punch 2 or the Intergalactic Power Punch. It's called Mike Tyson Intergalactic Power Punch that never came out, but it was modified to be Power Punch 2, and that was the unofficial sequel to Mike Tyson's Punch Out. But I do have that game loose, but I'm not going to pull it out. There's no point. I'm not going to show you every Punch Out game I have in the collection. But I just want to show you this version of Punch Out. The NES 8-bit versions plus the Famicom. So the reason I want to do it is when I found out about these two variants between this one and this one. Who figured they're like print this one after, and then like at the very end they're like, let's re-release this one as the classic series. You know how they have the player select for the other systems, like Nintendo does the player select. Same thing, PlayStation does it, and I wouldn't doubt it. Xbox probably does it. I know for sure PlayStation and Nintendo does it, and Sega did it too, where it's their like classic series sellers that they re-release. So, and what's cool, look at this. On this one that was originally came out, actually you can see something even more different. You see that one has the circle Nintendo, while this one says Nintendo Entertainment Center with font, and that says Nintendo with the circle and the Entertainment Center. And then you got one has the original, and the one doesn't on this side is completely different as well. The one that says, it's pretty much the same thing. The red label says valuable limited warranty purchase receipt required, called this certain number, service information for sale and use in USA, Canada, and Mexico only. And then the other one says warranty, 90-day limited warranty on game pack, complete warranty information inside box, for sale and use in the USA, Canada, and Mexico only. So you can't play this in other regions. So if you play these in different regions, you're a criminal and you should go to jail. If you play these in like Europe, if you play this in South America, Australia, Japan, China, you should go to jail. No, I'm kidding. It's just stupid. They said for the use only. I'm like, that was weird, but I'm sure it's something about region lock. So I had to throw that joke in there. But I just find that pretty cool to notice some differences. I mean, the top is same. And like I said, the back is different too. Completely different. So, that is it. I appreciate you guys coming by, and I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.